Welcome to another game. This is going to be Opex versus TWEEKINATOR. TWEEKINATOR is a well-known hacker on US East server. And let's see what happens in this game. Now, I did beat him earlier this game. I beat him earlier this day, which was yesterday. So yeah, he's saying, why all the Smurfs? And I said, well, I can't find games. After I'm like 8-1 or whatever, it's hard to find games. And all I played yesterday was fucking hackers, if you did watch my stream. All I played yesterday was hackers. So this is what's going to go on. It is human versus night elf. Again, he does have hacks. He is not afraid to admit it. So keep that in mind. He claims that he doesn't want to overuse that power against me because we're cool. Whatever. You know, you hack, man. You know where I am. It's fucking cheap. You know, you can set off your expansion over here if you know that I'm over here. You know, whatever. Anyways. Got a weird opening from the Night Elf. We have a Warden? Demon Hunter? Keeper of the Grove. We have a Warden versus
Job's done.
an Archmage. There you go. So I did beat him earlier that day, so this is like almost a grudge match, but it is online, it is ladder. All of these games I'm casting today are ladder games, and so we're going to expect to see an Archer coming out, a late Moonwell.
Job's done.
We got our Footman, our regular shit coming out, and we'll see what happens here.
Ready to work.
Not much to really commentate on. I mean, there's a Footman off here. You can expect to see another one.
Ready to work.
Could scout, but I don't want to lose my freaking scout because he hacks. There's a lot of things I'm not going to be doing because he hacks. Chances are I'm not going to expand. Chances are, you know, I'm going to try to apply pressure on him, and if I do apply pressure on him, you can probably expect to see him already in space waiting for me. See, look, he already says, you're lucky I like you, otherwise I'd ruin that militia creep. Obviously he's hacking. You're lucky I like you, or else I would have ruined that militia creep. Douchebag. I hate fucking hackers, if you don't notice. I mean, there's some hackers I can deal with, you know, that are alright, you know. Some of them say, it came with the game, the hack came with the game. I fucking hate that when people do that. It just came with the game, man.
Ready for action.
So he's going back to heal. He's already teching. He knows I'm not applying pressure as of right now. I am dropping a blacksmith, so you can expect a transition perhaps to a rifleman. Rifleman, good against Huntress. In fact, it's really good if I want to do some sort of tier 2 push. I'm not sure what's going on with this archer, but here he goes popping off to the north, trying to take this down. This isn't an easy camp for a level 1 warden, but it looks like he is going to try to do it. This really isn't an easy camp for his scenario here. I don't know why he's going for it like that. Might lose his warden. He does shadow meld. He does pick up his item, and he is going to be able to clear it out. It's just not an easy camp, and he knows that I'm not anywhere near him, so he's not going to expect me to, you know, come and screw up that freaking creep. Because I could easily kill him right now if he didn't hack. But he knows I'm far away, so it's no real issue. Alright, sending off some militia to clear out the shop. get my level 3. I did pick up boots in the Dust of Appearance.
Job's done.
I haven't spotted him yet. I'm not sure where he is on the map. That's why the transitional rifleman is so important, because if he is massing Huntress or something like that, I am pretty much fucked with all footmen. Archmage gets his level 3. He does get the Scroll of the Beast, which isn't altogether all that great. Might be sold, might be used. Warden
Grade complete.
coming up.
Build more.
Not expanding yet, even though he perhaps could. What's he going to get? Is he going to get a panda? It's pretty typical. I don't think he's going to go Naga. He does get a panda. Good AoE with Fan of Knives, aka Fok. If anyone gives a Fok, it's a Warden. Because he gives a Fok. Fan of Knives. Alright, so he does see me coming down here. And first thing he's doing is retreating to base just to make sure. He does notice I am going to the tavern. So it might be getting my boots of speed off and the gloves. And then I realize, oh wait, I'm playing against a hacker. He can easily just, you know, do something to get in there, like blink or something.
I'll stand ready.
So I'm actually going to go over there and give him the items. The boots of speed and the gloves of haste. And... oh, see? So stupid with hackers, man. He wanted to creep that out,
Job's done.
but he knows that I'm coming this way. So I got another rifleman out. He does know that I have a pretty decent army. I have 42 versus 32, so I have the army advantage. He is trying to transition to his Ancient of Lore. However, that Ancient Protector is very late, so I could easily push in here, and he's already retreating all his archers. Going after the panda. Not much of a surround, but he is wasting his Moonwell juice, and it is almost daytime. Do I have Ancient... okay, so I have my Arcane Sanctums coming up. I almost call them Ancient of Lores, but I definitely meant Arcane Sanctums. Panda... full hit points, almost. Warden, totally fine. Is there going to be a Dryad popping out of here shortly? So I am retreating because I'm like, okay, this douchebag was already in base. I can't really fight him. So I'm thinking, maybe I'll just figure it out. Maybe he's just going to let me creep this out. And he knows that he can creep now, get his level 3 and level 2 panda. Do have my first caster out, and when I get my casters out, it's pretty much GG at that point. Another priest popping out, a couple more riflemen, so I am trying to go in for a stronger push this time, where I do have a priest or a couple priests to heal. It's very important, so if I do try to overstep my bounds, at least I'm getting healed up. Just shy of level 3 on the Warden. And it looks like I'm like, okay, well, I could fight now. I have the army. And it looks like I am going into low upkeep here. We have an Adept Druid of the Claw. Almost finished with his Adept, or yeah, the Adept? No. Master Training. R2. R2D2?
Job's done.
Might lose that footman, might get away. Nice roar on all those archers. Missed that Fok. My footmen are just going to get annihilated here. Taking down that panda. Put a nice surround on that panda where he can't really back up, but now actually focusing that Warden focusing that warden to try to keep his heroes back a little bit. I do have the strength to do so, and I could take down that bear now. And I do so. I still have my priests, like I said before about overstepping my bounds. At least I have priests and riflemen. I do have enough gold where I could take an expansion here, which would be the smart play, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do that. Units getting healed up here. He has one Master Bear out. Taking down his Ancient of War. Trying to take down the Ancient of War. Naga Sea Witch is finally in position. Wasn't a bad position before. And another priest. Of course, the more priests, the more my shit gets healed up. Naga. Oh, my Archmage, very low hit points, gets taken down. Very lucky on his part. Very, very lucky Hail Mary on his part. Takes down my Archmage. And I was just really surprised on that because I remember at 100 hit point Archmage, and I knew it was going to go down if I kept him in there. I did teleport out, but it's just that BattleNet lag, man. BattleNet lag. So now I'm waiting for 510. I believe it was level 3. 510. Yeah, I teleported at 100 health. But I'm not here to make excuses. I fucked up. I have one Sorceress out, which is perfect, exactly what you need. He's backing off because he needs to heal. And now that my Archmage is back, I could attack again. I'm not sure why I'm running back to base. Oh, it looks like I'm actually going to the shop. Might try to get another Potion of Invulnerability. Get a Potion of Invulnerability. I don't have much for anything else. And he is also doing the same. He might get another TP. Oh, and a Scroll Healing. And a Scroll Protection. And a Potion of Invulnerability. Which, in my opinion, I think he needs at least another bear to be much more powerful in this next fight, but hey, to each his own, right?
Job's done.
So now focusing down the bears. Trying to fight this. The Scroll Protection might have been preemptive. I do have a decent position, but I need to back off now. I had a decent position, but I really need to back off now. Militia now coming in. Definitely need to start microing my units a lot better. But I am focusing down that Warden. The Warden does get away. Could put a surround on that Panda. And it looks like his Panda does use that Potion of Invulnerability. And my units are dropping now. I am in a pretty bad location, but I do have his shop now. But of course, he's buying up the items. I did use a healing scroll real quick, and it looks like now that he has 4 bears that I am in trouble. I need to back off. I might lose another rifleman. Give him level 4. So he is 4-3 at this point, when I am only 4-2. Alright, so I quickly get another TP. I'm down to 39 food to 43 food. And looks like he's going to creep this out. Looks like I'm going to creep now. I think I'm going to go all the way to the top right. Alright, so I'm going to creep out this shop real quick. Perhaps get some more items. I do have some casters. I might lose a rifleman if I ain't paying attention. Alright, so he did creep this out. Kills his archer to maintain food, I believe. He's killing all his archers. He might be going for dryads now. And it looks like he might set up an expansion. He does try to set up an expansion here. He knows I'm far away from it. Starting to get my breakers out. Just one. Looks like items were more important. I got an invulnerability on both heroes. I have a greater healing potion. I have a scroll of healing. And I'm going to try to creep this out. And of course he knows where I am, and it looks like he might just go straight for me. I think he's at the point right now where he feels strong and he wants to definitely fight. Or not. Oh yeah, oh no. He had a change of heart. He definitely wanted to fucking creepjack me there. But he does know that I have freaking this rifleman coming out. Fucking hackers, man. He's like, oh, he's gonna kill that camp before, and so he decides to just take my rifleman. Alright, so we're definitely 4-3 right now. I do have a bunch of water elementals, so he is coming in for the fight. He's gonna try to take down my rifleman, and he will do so, but at the cost of what? Is Warden? There's Warden TP's out. Lost more units here, but did force a TP. He does have an expansion going up, and he is clicking my Archmage. More breakers. I definitely need some more breakers. I believe that is the unit right now to kind of block the bears from reaching my casters and stuff, and my riflemen. I definitely believe that's the right decision, and it looks like I'm switching to a workshop, which might house mortar teams. Mortar teams great against those dryads, and breakers to keep the bears at bay a little bit. Pretty much that's the only reason for those bears. Make sure roar and rejuvenation, things like that are being lost from them. So if they use rejuvenation on a low hit point unit or hero, my Spellbreaker will stop that shit and put it to one of our units. It's a very good unit if against bears, in my opinion. Most people will be like, dude, bears will tear apart breakers. Yeah, but it tanks a little bit. As you can see, it tanks a decent amount against bears. So in my eyes... Alright, so this is a nice creepjack for me. Am I going to get 2 bears? Barely survives that second bear. I did put that Infernal down right at the right time, which I did get from this creep camp over here. And when I put down that Infernal, basically all his bears and shit were stunned. Because I dropped it right on the bears. Obviously you don't put it on the dryads, but you put them on the bears, stun them a little bit. Alright, so I'm going over here just checking expansions, and sure enough, he does have an expansion. Infernal. 50 damage to 60. I throw a sneaky right there. He is trying to TP back in and try to save it. He has a decent number of bears, and he could just jump right on my army and destroy me. So he did lose his expansion. He is clicking away on me again. Perhaps checking items, things of that nature. Infernal. It lasts a while. I don't know exactly how long the time life for an Infernal is, but it is a while, and it should be still there for our next battle. I do have 1 mortar team out. I should get more, but it looks like I am trying to progress and get further in on him. Quickly hotkey my mortar team, because I'm expecting at least a second mortar team. 1 isn't enough. 2, 3, 4, that's when you become really powerful. I might need some more breakers. And Morts, I think that's the combination now for me, because I do have a decent amount of riflemen and priests and 1 sorceress. So I need to better my position here a little bit. My Infernal gets a little out of position here, but it's okay because I am going to micro him away. He might give a lot of experience here, but I am doing damage as well. And it looks like the Ancient Allure got the final hit on that, so I did not give experience. That probably was a huge chunk of experience if he did kill it. So I do have another Water Elemental that gets quickly abolished. Focusing down that Warden a little bit. Got a third Mortar Team now. 1, 2, 3. And more Breakers. Because I definitely need a little line, and he knows that Breaker's coming. So now we're back in this scenario where I'm going up against the fence a little bit, and it's kind of what I need to do because I need to slow him, I need to kite him. I might lose a few units, but it's all right because if I take down those bears, he is pretty much done. So I take down one bear, and it looks like I'm quickly trying to focus down another bear, and Panda now level 5 might do a lot of damage on my casters and stuff. But I did. Oh, that bear barely survives. No pun on words intended. That bear. Because I was focusing down that bear before I left, and if I got that bear, I would have felt 100 times better about this fight. I do have knights popping out now. I did manage to get tier 3. I ran out of gold, but I have one knight. Which I'm not sure if he has that upgrade, the 150 upgrade. But I don't have a healing town portal. I do have a couple healing pots. I mean, invulnerability pot potions. Warden is level 5. He has 5/5. He's out of gold as well. He has a mountain giant and a druid of the claw. It looks like I definitely have the superior army at 52 food compared to 32 food, so at this point I can just pretty much finish them off, and I shouldn't need a TP, especially if my main hero has an invulnerability and a greater healing pot. So if I really fuck up and put him in really bad position, I should still come out on top. I mean, I don't see any reason why to lose this battle. I mean, I do have the superior army. Alright, so I'm noticing now that he doesn't have many units, and he's trying to expand with his Tree of Eternity. So I do notice that he doesn't have much in terms of stopping me. So I'm thinking I gotta take down that tree. Now I'm focusing that. What am I focusing? I think I'm focusing everything right now. I use the invulnerability on my archmage just to make sure he doesn't go down. Panda gets staffed away before getting taken out, and I lost my knight. I'm losing a decent number of units at this point. Lost another rifleman. Bad micro on my part. Trying to focus down that bear. The bear will go down, and now I'm focusing on that mountain giant. And here's where that panda can come real big handy right here. Taking down these units very easily, focusing on that panda. That panda shouldn't get away. There shouldn't be another staff. Might lose another mortar team, but at what cost? He does blink away, but at this point, you know, my heroes are a little too powerful. 5/4, and there's no real reason, rhyme or reason, for that warden to survive and whoop my ass here. He did go fan of knives. He is going after that Naga, but at what cost? At this point, you can definitely drop the GG. He does drop GFG, good fucking game. I gave him the well played, and he's giving me well played, even though he's the hacker. So, hacker down. I beat him twice that day. Actually, in fact, I beat a lot of hackers that day, yesterday. So, he says, why didn't you expo? Because hack! Why would I expand if you're just going to destroy it? And he said, well, I didn't abuse it. He didn't abuse it? Turn it off then. So I am doing long distance mining just to get some, you know, gold. Do have my priest healing up my units. And this is pretty much G. I do want the official GG before I stop, so I mean it's going to happen any second. So Thanks for watching, guys. It's another good game, in my opinion, where I beat a... I wouldn't call him highly skilled. I'll just say that he hacks. Because if he was better skilled with hacks, he would have easily beat me. In fact, you don't need hacks to beat me. Alright, so here comes the ultimate whisk detonation. Told him I might throw it on YouTube, and here I am throwing it on YouTube. So I did see the panda back. Not sure what he's trying to do with that. I'm just going to try to focus him down. He's trying to focus my Naga a little bit. Don't have enough for an elemental yet. He shouldn't have any real reason to stay in this. I mean, it's not like he can come back. Alright, so now I'm changing my position on my Naga to make sure I get more cold arrows. And now he's done. Got my level 5, almost level 6 Archmage. And I believe my heroes barely ended up becoming stronger because of that last freaking hit. Alright, again, thanks for watching. And stay tuned for more content. Always going to have more content, so you always stay tuned. Blah.